World War II. Poland's struggle for freedom. With high tensions due to World War I, the major land losses Germany faced, and the vision Hitler had created for the country, propaganda was created to justify the invasion of Poland. World War II began on September 1st, 1939, when the German forces launched a surprise attack on Poland and split into two different groups, North and South. The North attacked from Pomerania and East Prussia, while the South attacked from Silesia and Slovakia, with the Polish troops being deployed too close to the German frontier, as well as being materially outnumbered. Poland was doomed. While France and Britain declared war on Germany, their army closed in on Warsaw, and the opportunity for Britain and France to act came to a close. As the German forces pushed the Polish army further into the east, they saw a homestead in eastern Galicia. And just when they thought they were safe, the Soviet Union invaded. This was only 16 days after the Germans. Due to a clause in the Ribbentrop-Molotov non-aggression pact between Russia and Germany, which was signed earlier that year in August, Russia had the rights to a chunk of Poland that was illegally annexed and contained Ukrainian and Belarusian citizens. This information wasn't released until the 90s. Many of the Polish soldiers surrendered themselves to the Soviet army, as all their resources had run out and they wanted anything but to be captured by the German regime. The song playing now is named Bij bolszewika, or Beat the Bolshevik, posed as an anti-USSR song shining light onto Soviet intentions in the post-World War II Poland. This song speaks to its audience as if it were blind. This is due to the belief of the Poles that the Soviet Union was invading Poland as a means of saving them from Germany, when in reality it was related to the hidden clause in the Ribbentrop-Molotov Pact. As a means of Germanizing Poland, they killed many of the intellectuals and leaders and replaced them with German colonists. Around 20,000 Polish children were relocated to the Reich and indoctrinated. Others were sent to labor camps, and if they contested all, they would be imprisoned in concentration camps. The Polish people became gears in the German war machine, with around 1.5 million Poles being deported to German territory for forced labor. Any slight talks of uprising resulted in Polish citizens being held hostage and even part of public executions, all of which were used as vehicles to make the Poles surrender themselves to the Nazis' objective. Sanctioned in London, the Polish government planned attacks throughout Poland with the hopes of regaining the territory they once had. Keeping a focus on the smaller cities, the operation aimed to stop the Soviet Union from turning Poland into the 17th Soviet Republic. Throughout the attacks, mainly which were focused on German-held cities, Soviet authorities would disarm and imprison members of the underground Polish resistance groups, as they were assumed traitors of the Soviet powers. While the USSR was commencing attacks upon Germany in succession with the rest of the Allied forces, Poland successfully took back Vilnius, Lublin, Lviv, Białystok, and finally Warsaw. It's important to note that the Red Army had a significant role in the liberation of these cities, and one of particular interest was Poland's capital, Warsaw. The city, which was full of excitement, was unaware of what was about to go down. Arranged through the underground Polish resistance groups, citizens were left out as a means of secretivity. Acting as a last-ditch effort in Operation Tempest, the Warsaw Uprising started on the 1st of August in 1944, and lasted for 63 days. The excitement mentioned previously was due to the war coming to a close, and the Red Army getting closer to ending the Nazi reign in the city. Siekiera, motyka, or axe-hoe, was a song created by Anna Jeknina to show patriotism towards the underground Polish movements. With the lyrics discussing the importance of the vigorous work they were undergoing, combined with the everyday life, it became the most popular song of occupied Warsaw. Hycyle nam I nie dają żyć. Poli
ulicach chodzą wciąż, patrzą kogo jeszcze wziąć. Ich kultura nie zabrania robić takie polowania. Siekiera, motyka, bimber, gaz, a żeby ich piorun trzas. Siekiera, motyka, piłka, deska, już ulica Skaryszewska. Siekiera, motyka, piłka, gwoźdź, masz górala i mnie puść. Siekiera, motyka, bimber...
With some of the most impressive organizations from the Polish groups, men, women, and even children bore arms in the fight against Nazi control. The slaughter began. Accounts show around 300,000 deaths occurred in 63 days. Bodies left in the streets, children left orphaned, and destruction all around caused civilians to turn on the uprising as it came to a close. The song being played in the background is known as Dnia, pierwszego, września, or on the first day of September. Created after the uprising, it speaks of the horrid things the Germans did to the Warsaw landscape and population. With the lyrics that translate to, "It's not just the bomb that will kill you," one can only imagine the loss Warsaw citizens had undergone. Poland surrendered and was taken over by the Communist Party. After the war had ended, the Communist power solidified their control throughout Poland by killing any members/leaders of the underground Polish resistance movement. Renamed the Polish People's Republic, in addition to many territorial shifts and a boom in population, Poland began to rebuild the cities that were destroyed during the war. With communist authorities in power, opposition groups such as the United Workers' Party were formed, with figures such as Bolszewika taking leadership roles. Social unrest was at a high. Protests began forming, which were responded to with violent reactions. This tumultuous period set a stage for Poland's post-World War II era, marked by political repression, economic strain, and social disturbance. The subsequent decades witnessed the fall of communism, making a transformative chapter in Poland's history. Thank you for watching.